This project is more or less restore the roof on this 2000 Fleetwood Discoveries, 37 feet. The roof has been touched up here and there, cleaned regularly, but what we need to do is take care of these areas where the white paint has been completely eroded away. It's very bad right here where the air conditioners are. I guess the constant wind coming out of there has just blown away all this material. So what we're going to do first is going to check all of the gaskets, all the sealants around all the holes for vents and antennas and things like that. Make sure everything is watertight. Make repairs or replacements where necessary. After that, the roof will get a thorough cleaning. And one morning, we'll get up and tape plastic around the entire circumference of the roof to protect the sides of the motorhome. And we'll apply the Dicor cleaner and activator, power wash that off, and then start painting with the Dicor CoolCoat. The vents and light covers on this roof are for the most part pretty well caulked, but there are a few places where cracks have developed. What we'll do here is carefully fill them in and give them time to cure before we go on to any other further steps. Okay, it's Monday morning. We're about to get started on this replace the roof project on this 37-foot Fleetwood Discovery. Checklist is the first thing we're going to do. Most important, we want to make sure that the pressure washer works, because once we put the activator cleaner on the roof and let it sit for 15 minutes, it has to be pressure washed to get it all off. Without this step, without this piece of equipment, we'd be in pretty rough shape. So what we'll do, now that we have verified it works, is we're going to go ahead and stretch the plastic and tape it all around the motorhome. We went yesterday to Home Depot, got a 100-foot roll of plastic, 10 feet wide, and tape. So we'll go ahead and get that put up. Then we'll get up on top, sweep it off, get all the loose debris off. We also bought yesterday at Home Depot a sprayer. It's one of those insecticide sprayers. Little plastic thing, costs about 10 bucks. We'll put the cleaner activator in that and begin spraying the roof. Let that sit for about 15 minutes, and then we'll pressure wash that off, let it dry, and at that time we will start painting the Dicor CoolCoat roof paint on. We'll handle the sides where the slope is up there with a paintbrush, and the top will be done with medium nap paint roller. We'll keep you updated on steps as we go, and at the end we'll look at everything we've done, and I'll let you know what things went well and what things we would have changed. Okay, recommendation number one. When you go to get the plastic to cover the side of your motorhome, go with the 3 mil instead of the 6. The 6 is pretty heavy duty stuff, but it is heavy, and it's pretty difficult to get this tape to just hold it up. So strongly recommend light plastic 3 mil. Okay, this plastic is so heavy we're having trouble keeping it adhered on top with just tape. So what we're doing is every so often cutting rectangular holes in the plastic, and we're using the tape. What we're doing is just raising it up a little bit to take the weight off the top, and then putting tape in here and just taping it right straight to the wall of the motorhome. We've got 2 sides put up. This was a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. I guess because of the weight of this tarp. Again, 3 mil plastic is what you want to do. We used Scotch blue tape, 2 inches wide up on the top to hold it in, You might want to look around and see if you can find something with a little bit more stick to it. This seems to be holding okay for now. I'm worried about what's going to happen when we get the pressure washer up there. You can see the blue stripes on the side. That's to help alleviate some of the weight that's being held from the top. What we did was cut rectangular slots in the plastic and put some blue tape over the slot and pushed up a little bit to relieve the weight and stuck them down. Those seem to be holding pretty good. One more thing, if I had to do this again, there is a gutter along both sides of the top of the motorhome. If I were going to put this plastic up again, I would tape it underneath that gutter and then take a smaller, probably a 1 foot wide strip, and tape it over the top and let it hang down. Again, my main concern is what's going to happen to this tape that I've got up there now when the pressure washer comes in contact with it. Okay, we finished taping up the motorhome. Got plastic on all sides, make sure there weren't going to be any places where the cleaner activator could leak in. We used this agricultural insecticide sprayer and poured 2 quarts of the Dicor cleaner activator into it, pumped it up, and sprayed it on the motorhome using a flat fan attachment on the front of the hose. This worked out perfect. We had just enough to cover the top of the motorhome. So now we need to wait just 15 minutes, let it sit, then we'll get up there with the pressure washer and wash it all off. We'll take care of the trim work first. First coat pretty much done. This stuff dries really quick. I would think it'll be just maybe a few more minutes and I'll be able to get up there with a second coat. It only took 1 gallon of the roof coat to put this first coat down, which is surprising. I expected it to take 2. But the second coat would definitely be thicker. We've got 2 coats on, getting ready to put on a third. Third one will be much thicker than the others, and we'll have quite a bit more time for curing today. Okay, mostly done. All the roof paint is on and it's cured. We are now just removing the plastic off the sides. Recommendation: take the plastic and the blue tape off before you start painting the roof, as in right after you finish applying and washing off the activator. This is proving to be kind of a difficult thing. The blue tape here doesn't want to release from the roof coating, so it's gotten to be a process of cutting with a blade all along the top of the motorhome. So again, remove the plastic after you finish washing off the activator. Okay, the motorhome roof project is done. Things I would have done differently. Like I mentioned, I would have gone with the 3mm plastic to cover the sides of the motorhome instead of the 6, because the 6 is so much heavier. Also, after we got done spraying the cleaner activator off the roof with the pressure washer, would have been a good time to take the plastic down. We waited, left it up until after we had painted the roof, and we had issues with the cured paint sticking to the tape. Made it a little bit difficult to get off. Besides that, only other thing to watch out for that I found is make sure you give each coat plenty of time to cure. I got up there after the first coat, I think a little too soon, and there were a couple of places where the roof coating stuck to my shoes and pulled up. I had to smooth it back down and repaint over that. Besides that, it was a pretty easy project, and I think most anybody can do it. As long as you can manage climbing up and down that motorhome ladder quite a bit, you should be able to do it easily. Thanks for watching.